Hello everyone and welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. My name is Stefan. Thank you for coming to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a combination of fish that seem to be doing super well together. So I'm kind of putting it out there as a recommendation to folks who keep nano tanks because these are all going to be small fish or bigger fish tanks. This is a 22.5 gallon aquarium, so not small and yet not exactly large either, but a beautiful sized tank. 20 gallons, very common in the hobby. This one's a little bit taller. Blah blah blah. The reason we're talking is these three species of fish that are dominating the camera screen right now. We've got Rasboras, a shinier, smaller cousin to the Harlequin Rasbora. Beautiful bronze color, almost electric. Then we have the other rummy nose, not a tetra, the rummy nose Rasbora. What a glorious creature. Has that distinctive slate silver coloration, very high tech looking, with beautiful red nose and tail fin coloration, just magnificent. And then just to round it out, we've got the uber common ember tetra, and there's one there. I am sorry about focusing issues between the twin starlight and my iPhone and my limited skills. There you have it. Yet as a group, they all seem to be getting along famously. Not seem to, they are getting along famously. Zero aggression. They school to some degree with each other. What I like is you generally will get three different schools behaving together so that you don't get a complete hodgepodge, but an assemblage of each species coordinated with the other. And I like that. It goes along with my motif of organized chaos, right? But in general, these are all nano fish. They are all reasonably common and affordable. The rummy nose Rasbora used to be a fairly significant exception to that rule. It was harder to find and more expensive, but those prices have come down considerably. The SB Rasbora, when I first started out in the hobby, it's actually also called the lamb chop Rasbora or pork chop Rasbora because of that black marking. But the SB Rasbora was also a little rarer and more expensive, but now it's even cheaper than the Harlequin Rasboras, at least in the various websites where I tend to keep track of these things. And ember tetras are ember tetras. You can't go wrong. They're a few bucks each. You can get groups for even cheaper, and they're super hardy, super colorful, super common, and they would work in almost any kind of aquarium. They keep to themselves. They're just big enough to avoid being eaten by something like an angelfish or certain other cichlids, but they're small enough to be kept in just a few gallon tank. I've seen them in vases, you know. But as a group of three choices in this heavily planted tank, I couldn't be happier. I've got one other actual ornamental fish, and that's the honey gourami up there. He seems to be lonely, but that's their disposition. They tend to hoover and hover and stay clear of traffic and trouble. Obviously, I've got other fish in this tank, plenty of bottom feeders. There they all are, going after an algae way for different snails, Coreodora, Plecostomus, all in there. But why I made this video is to highlight, and there's an Amano shrimp, whee! was to highlight a group. If you're looking to have a lot of fish in a modest space, maybe getting 8 to 12 of each of these fish is a great way to go. At least it was for me. I hope this helps. I hope this was as fun to watch as it was for me to make. And as always, keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.